CASK 23, of course, is our top wine that we produce at Stag Wine Cellars. First vintage was produced in 1974. Tasting through all of the barrels of SLV, came across one that was so superior in quality that they decided it needed to be bottled on its own and named it after the barrel or the cask number that it was being aged in. So it was being aged in cask number 23. And up until 1990, when cask 23 was produced, it would have been just the finest example of the SLV vineyard. But the beauty of the wine today is that starting in 1990, when we began to produce a single vineyard from the Fay vineyard, cask changed to be a blend of the very best of SLV and the very best of Fay. We try to capture in cask 23 the essence of both those vineyards in the glass. And in a vintage like 2019, it was really fun to put this wine together. You know, the growing season as a whole wound up being a wonderful year, but with a lot of challenges as it went. So the first thing we had thrown at us was a little bit of rainfall during bloom. That resulted in more of a kind of an uneven set. Then the growing season during the heart of the summer was really kind of classic Napa Valley weather. The air conditioner was coming in off of San Pablo Bay. That keeps us cool in the evening, really retains a lot of bright natural acidity. We had a couple of heat spikes in the early part of September that kind of pushed ripening along, and we actually needed to react to that because we wanted to slow ripening down to have a longer season to kind of compensate for that kind of wild weather we had in the early part of the season. And that's really what we were able to do. So we wound up with a longer growing season. We had ripe grapes, not overripe grapes, but grapes that were full of flavors. I'm going to ferment each lot, each individual block to be the very best wine that it can be. But there are certain blocks within these vineyards that have a special look. They have a special feel. They tend to make this wine year after year. So we do some additional viticulture techniques in those blocks during the growing season. And with a wine like cask, where especially aromatically, we're looking for complex flavors. I want you to smell that berry sense, that berry pie, the perfume from Fay. I want you to also, when you swirl the wine again and stick it in your nose, there you can get some of the dusty cocoa powder, the mocha, and the graphite of SLV. Now, what we're looking for in this wine is length. To me, that's what makes takes a wine up a level. If you taste the wine and the flavors, you might have nice flavors, but when you swallow it, those flavors are gone. That's more of an ordinary wine, right? What makes a great wine, and what we're really looking for in a wine like cask 23, is to have those flavors not only be there, but to have that presence and lasting aftertaste where it sits there for a minute, 2 minutes, the flavors are there, you can chew on them, and you want to come back and taste that wine again. So I hope you enjoy 2019 vintage of cask 23. It's a great vintage, a flavorful wine, loaded with a ton of complexity, and I hope you guys enjoy it.